Kiara.
And I'm Ty.
And welcome to Girls So Anyways podcast. How y'all doing today?
Ooh, we're good.
We're feeling great.
It's a lovely Thursday.
Is today Thursday? Girl, I thought today was Friday. I know you're lying.
End of the week.
Ooh, that's when you know you be just too busy. I never know what day it is, to be honest.
Because you're a business owner.
Girl. Anyway, let's get into today's topic. What are we talking about, Ty?
So today we're going to get into losing friends over men.
Do you have experience in this department? Are you speaking from experience with this?
I have a little experience. I think I was like in college, Georgia State friend. I wasn't friends with her long. I was friends with her for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, like, we were starting to get close and talk, like, almost, monthly or however you call it. Like,
Call her Jill.
Okay. So I was cool with Jill. I hang out a lot at Georgia State. Got cool from us, like, being in the classes or whatever. And all of a sudden, like, we used to, like, go out, like, off campus and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And eventually, like, we started going out after school or whatever. And on the weekends, so we developed a friendship like outside of school, because it went from like us just doing work to us like being out on the weekends. Mm-hmm. Just say that Jill started dating this guy or whatever. He wasn't from Atlanta. I forgot where he was from, but he moved here. He didn't have no people here or whatever.
How it always start.
He was pretty young, like our age, like mid-20s. And every time we used to talk, like before when we used to talk, it used to be like everything, like we talk about everything under the sun. But all of a sudden, her dude just became topic of discussion. He'll be the only thing that we talk about. Conversations, text message, screenshots, pictures, everything. It's like everything just became about him. About, other things beside him or whatever. Still like, that's my man, that's my man. Ain't nothing wrong with having your man, but at the end of the day, I'm your friend. I want to be here for you or whatever.
Right.
And her dude started hanging out a lot. To the point where it's like, damn, girl, I don't get to see you like that type thing.
Right.
And eventually, it's crazy because we didn't even have no closure for real. But I just felt like he took a lot of her time. And it's like, I got pushed away, kind of.
Yes.
Which sucks.
Put on a back burner, forgot about.
I got pushed away. It's just one of them things like you grow from or whatever. And I guess it would be a learning experience. I personally feel like I should have talked to her about the situation before it got to that point, but it just happened. When you're younger and you don't have many experiences with stuff like that, and it was my first experience, so I didn't talk to her about it. And I don't even know where she at now. But it's crazy.
Jill, if you're out there,
sis,
hit up my girl Ty,
please. Miss you.
Jill, she miss you, girl.
It wasn't anything deep, but I just would say like he just took a lot of her time and attention, and eventually we stopped talking. Nothing bad. I feel like nothing bad happened.
I've had my fair share with this topic. My ex-childhood best friends actually had a problem with my current fiance, and that was the whole thing, and it was really weird. It was just like they felt like he would. I pretty much feel like they felt like when I made friends here and I got in a relationship, that my friends here and my relationship were replacing them. So it started to become like, oh, well, you did this, that hurt me, and you did that. And, I may have done those things actually. Yeah. Right? You never see yourself doing these things when you're in it until after. And that ultimately led to us not being friends anymore, upon other things too. Yeah. But I also have experienced that while living here in Atlanta, like having a friend who was in a new relationship, and because that partner, didn't want her around us, she completely ghosted and was like, peace. And then complained about why we weren't talking to her, seeing her, spending time with her, inviting her to things. And it's like, your dude don't like us. Yeah. He doesn't, want to be around us. Who wants to be forced to be in a room with somebody don't like you? I agree. So why would we want to invite you? You're going to want to invite him to things that our partners are going to. And that's awkward. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody they know don't like them, or that feels uncomfortable with them in a room, Yeah. Even though this person had only been dating said friend for months.
It's crazy.
And said friend has been friends with other friends for years.
Wow.
But it'd be like that. Honestly, I've learned that in relationships, whether it's romantic or platonic, that you need boundaries. You have to have boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries, what happens is your personal life trickles into your friendships. Like how you were talking about with the screenshots, similar. Like that's how all of that started was because she overshared. Yep. And her overshared made everybody in the group feel some type of way about what she overshared that was about us. You know what I mean? So it's all about boundaries and being realistic about what you can and can't tell your partners versus and what you can and can't tell your friends. Like I learned from my friendship back home that there's things I would never tell my friends. No matter what the situation is, I'm not spilling. I'm going to be on hush.
I agree.
And then there is things that I would not tell my partner about my friends. Like, I have to have that same level of trust. Like, there's certain things that Jay will never know about my friends because they entrusted that with me, that secret with me, and I'm going to the grave with it, baby. He'll never know unless they tell him themselves. You know what I mean? It's all about boundaries and all about perspective as well. Like, it's all about perspective. Like, me personally, I would never do my friend dirty for a new relationship.
I wouldn't either.
Friends are like family, right?
Yeah, of course, because you grow to love this person, be there for them, support them in any way. And a lot of times, like to me, my friends are like my family.
Yeah,
like
me too.
Some of my family I don't talk to a lot, but like friends literally are my family. Yeah. And you're a part of me. So there would be no way I would drop a friend for somebody I just met.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. My bestie here, she's like my sister. Like, I love her. I'm about to cry. I love you, Libby. My best friend's like my sister. So, and my other friends too, they're like my sisters. So I could not imagine that if Jay just randomly was like, oh, I don't like Olivia anymore, you gotta stop talking to her. I'm gonna be looking at him like,
right, who are you talking to?
Boy, what are you talking about? Olivia done been around just as long as you've been around. Like, what are you talking about? You know? Like, I'm like, have questions. I'm gonna be like, what do you mean drop her? Drop her for what? I'm about to drop you.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
You can find a new man, but
but you can't find another good friend. It is
friend.
So hard to find good friends. Or people who are not weird. Like, I'm not saying you have to be a perfect friend. Me and Olivia's relationship is not picture perfect. We sometimes probably get on each other's nerves. I know I be getting on her nerves. She ain't never gonna say it though. She won't tell me. But I be telling her, like, you get on my nerves. No, I don't. I don't tell her either. She doesn't do much to get on my nerves. But I feel like if I was ever to get on her nerves, like, that's okay. Yeah. But I feel like if I was continuously to do weird stuff to her every few months, she would be like, okay, girl, I'm gonna have to cut you off. Like, you keep doing weird stuff. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Yes or no? Like, do you expect us to still be friends? Do you keep doing something every 3-4 months? No. Like, what's going on?
Because I feel like at a certain point, you're going to get fed up. Like, yes, I can talk to you about the situation, but if you continue to do things that I've talked to you about, just like being in a relationship, and somebody do something, and you tell them over and over, don't do this. Don't do this. But you're frustrating me. Yeah. Because at this point, I feel like I have to keep telling you the same thing after the same mistakes have happened. Over and over again.
Also, a big one for me is being a hypocrite. Like, I can't stand a friend who tries to check you about something that you're doing, and then they turn around and do it to you, and then you're not supposed to react. Like, baby, that is the quickest way for me to get mad and be like, because it's not, to me, at that point, you have no integrity. Like, you want to call me out about something I did, call me out about ghosting or not talking to you or whatever the case may be, and then turn around and do the same thing?
Right. That's wild.
Like,
no.
We
don't do that.
Some people do, though. Some people do. Like, I'm also a really firm believer in not expecting your friends to be available to you 24/7. Yeah. It's just, that is completely unrealistic, especially at this grown-ass age. Like,
we all have lives.
You know that it's just impossible. You cannot be available to your friends 24/7. I could barely be available to Jay some days. You know what I mean? And that's my man.
Right, because we all have things going on.
We all are busy. Yeah. People are literally trying to get their lives back on track from COVID or just in general. Like, shit happens. Like, people are going through things every day. And I feel like expecting your friend to be on call for you 24/7 is insane.
Yeah, you can't.
I just could not expect. I wouldn't put that type of pressure on anyone.
I wouldn't. I feel like that's more of a, like, I guess they'd call it high maintenance friend.
High maintenance friend.
Yeah, somebody that feel like they need to talk, like, literally every single day.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many updates I can give you about my life that changed in one day. So
maybe I'm like in the middle. I'm a hybrid friend, I would say. I'm high maintenance in some ways. Like, I can't go months without seeing my friends.
Me either.
That's crazy to me.
I cannot.
That's like super low maintenance. Like, I gotta see you at least once or twice a month.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's just in passing or we just go and have coffee or dinner or something. I feel like once or twice a month is good. I don't have to talk to my friends every day. I do think I could go like a few days without talking, but a week is kind of pushing it.
Yeah. Like,
a week is pushing it for me a little bit. Like, if I don't hear from Olivia for a week, I'm gonna think she did. I'm gonna go to her house and be like,
what's going on?
Knock, knock. Are you there? What's going on? Like, where are you? What's happening? I know where the spare key is. I'm about to pull up. Like, you know? Or I'm gonna call Chanel and be like, Chanel, where's Olivia? What's going on? But I don't know. Like, I think a week is like,
yeah.
Like, after a week, I'm like, okay.
Are you good?
Are you alive? You ain't replying to no text. You ain't calling me back. What's going on? But I definitely think every day is crazy.
Yeah, I cannot do every day at all.
Like, there is some days that I talk to my friends every day. But it'd be like leading up to a trip or something like that.
That's different, but not like, let me tell you just happened. I can't do that every day because, like, in regards to my life, only so much can change.
Yeah.
Every single day.
It's I definitely have had days where me and Olivia talk every day. Like, we've had weeks where we're like that.
For real?
When we're having like very stressful weeks or something, or we need to vent about something, there's definitely weeks where we can talk every day. But that's real rare. Like, we're both busy. She's a nurse. I'm a business owner. I'm at school, at work. It's a lot. It'd be a lot going on, girl.
It'd be a lot.
And like, even my best friend, my college best friend and my childhood best friend, I could go literally months without talking to them. But that's because we live in different states. If I was in California, it would probably be different. Mm-hmm. You know, it would probably be more often. But sometimes we could go like 2 months without talking or checking in. I be knowing she alive though. Like, both of them, I know they're alive. When I see them post on Instagram, I'll be like, okay,
she's good.
She's good. You know, like, I'll type in the group chat like, y'all good? You good? We're checking in. Cool. You're alive. Bet. Cool. You know, but I don't know. Back to the topic of
men.
And even with women though, like, I know I have male friends who have told me that their girlfriends don't want them to hang out with their male friends because they feel like they're a bad influence. And I feel like that's kind of stupid.
I've done the opposite. Like, I wouldn't want my my boyfriend or husband to be around a whole bunch of females.
Females is different. No.
Yeah.
But telling your significant other he can't be around his best friend.
That's different.
Is insane.
I cannot do that.
Like, Jay has a best friend that he's been friends with since they were children. He lives here in Georgia. And he's single, and he be mingling and talking to girls and doing his thing. And I never have told Jay, oh, I don't want you to hang out with him because he's single and he probably doing single shit. That's bound to happen. Like,
you gotta be able to trust your partner.
Yes, you gotta trust your partner.
If you don't trust them, you're like, oh, ain't you with your single friend? Like, you're gonna be questioning, figuring out, trying to figure out what's going on.
If you don't trust your partner, then you don't even have a relationship. Y'all need to break up. Because if you can't trust them
the whole time,
ain't no way. I personally think that it's wrong for either partner, boyfriend or girlfriend, to be like, oh, you can't be friends with this person for X, Y, and Z. I don't care what the situation is, especially if it's somebody that's been in their life for a long time. Longevity is everything. If this person has been in your life for multiple years and this new partner is coming in and saying blah, 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 or yada, 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 kick him to the curb, sis.
It's like they're trying to isolate you to get you by yourself for what? Like, why? Why are you trying to get me alone just with you all day, every day? Do you have some form of obsession or, I don't know, narcissism ways that we don't know about? Like, jealousy. What's the issue? Yeah, that too, jealous. Like, and unless he would be jealous of his girlfriend's friends, that would be the only way I assume.
Sometimes it be like that.
Be jealous.
Girls can be jealous of their boyfriend's friends because they may get more time.
That's true.
Or know things about him that she may not know yet.
Yeah.
Men can have best friends too. Like, I'm sure there's things I don't know about Jay that Tyrus knows from his childhood because they've been friends for
a long time
since they was kids. I'm sure there's things I don't know, but I would never be jealous of that or be like, oh, I don't want you to hang out with him. Like, sometimes I do miss him. Like, he went to New Orleans this year. He was gone for 7 days. Girl, I was about to pass out. I was like, oh my God. I called him crying. When are you coming on? He was like, dear, I was so heartbroken. Like, I just could not believe he left me for 7 days.
You said, tell my man to come home.
I was like, when are you? I called her and said, you stole my husband. He was just laughing. He thought it was hilarious. But, like, I could see that. I could see that. 7 days is a long time.
That is a long time to be with.
But I wasn't jealous, but I was just sad. Like I was just sleeping alone. I couldn't sleep. Like, I had this, he bought me this big ass teddy bear before he left, because I literally cannot sleep. With him. I'm used to sleeping next to him every night. So when I sleep alone, I be tossing and turning. I be hearing stuff. Like, I be tripping.
Like, I'm in
so
this
he
big
bought
house
me, right, by myself. He bought me this oversized bear to sleep with. And it fell off the bed one night. I woke up tripping. I woke up tripping. I was like, oh, you want to leave for 7 days? You want to leave for 7 days? I called him like, why would you? It's 3 a.m. Why are you not at home? He's like, I'm on Bourbon Street. He was drunk. I was like, I'm about to fly there. I was just having a meltdown in the middle of the night like a crazy person.
I'm having a moment.
I was having a Pisces moment. Y'all know we emotional. I was crying. I was very upset. But you know what? It's okay.
See, I would say my partner, he doesn't have too many girlfriends.
Jay don't have no friends.
But my boyfriend, he does have guy friends. But he don't. I feel like it's different from guys and their friends than girls and their friends, because guys can not talk to their friends for months. And
it's no big deal.
And it's okay. But for us, like, we need, like,
we're
more
emotional
check-ins and, like, girl,
women,
you good type thing. So
women are
a big
100% more emotional than men. We wear our hearts on our sleeves. We feel all of our emotions more than men do. That's why we be crying and they just be looking at us like, like, you good.
And they can easily let a friend go and just, like, don't care the next day. Like, us, we say, I know if I lose a friend, I'll take it to the heart. Like,
me too.
God damn, like, that's like a breakup to me.
It is. But for me, also, I lose a friend in stages. Like, it's a build-up for me. It's never, like, I never just cut somebody off just because. I can't do it. I cannot. I'm too much of a lover girl. I'm going to cry. But if I do have to cut somebody off, it's because you've done multiple things to me to make me say, I can't do this anymore. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think we're better off as not friends. Yeah. And sometimes I need closure, and sometimes I don't. And when I don't, I be okay with it. Yeah. And it's okay. It's just love them from a distance. You love from a distance. Yeah. You know, you're cordial when you see them, but you just mind your own business. And sometimes it really got to be like that. Yeah. For real. I agree. Sometimes you're better apart than together. Yeah. If God decides to bring you together, then he'll do. Then you do what you do. Right. I agree. But girl, yeah, so I was gonna ask you a question and I forgot it. Damn. That fast. It's like my head be like, sometimes it's just like empty. Empty. Cause it was there and now it's gone. Was it about friends? Yeah, it was about friends. Dang. I don't know. Oh well. It must have been that good if I can't remember. Anyway, y'all. Okay, here's my question to y'all, right? When you're considering a friendship, a friendship with someone, whether it's male or female, do you look at toxic traits to see if you guys could be compatible? And if you do see a toxic trait, do you overlook it? Do you ignore red flags for friends? And if you do, why? Spam our comments. Let us know. Comment. Hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what y'all think. I want to know. Let us know if you ever cut your friend off for a guy and why. Ooh, yes. If you've cut your friend off for a guy, let us know. I really want to know. I bet you there is some crazy stories out there. What are the reasons? You know, I'm gonna make this a snippet and post it to Instagram to see if people done cut their friends off for their man. And if you still with that man, I want to know if you still with that man. Send us a picture too. We need to see this man that you didn't cut your friend off for. All right, y'all. You put the ring on the finger. If it ain't no ring on that finger, you dumb. You dumb. Because why would you cut your friend off for a man that ain't gave you no ring yet? Girl, please. Please. Play with somebody else. Okay, y'all. We finna get up out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.